Alrighty, everybody, let's get started here. Right here. Cool. Alright, actually I need to turn this down even a little bit more. Okay. So, I'm not sure how long I'm going to stream for, but I can tell one thing for certain. Is that I expect to be here for at least more than an hour. But anywho, so I put up a poll, I think it was like a week or so ago, asking like what I should model on stream. And honestly, people were like, whatever you want, Leo. And I'm like, cool. I needed a break from Izumi's hair. Anyways, it's not that his hair is difficult to do. It's more of the fact that it's taking forever to do. Like, I already have the idea of what I want to do with it and how I want it shown and everything. I need a break from the hair. So, also, I'm not sure if any of you really remember, but a very long time ago, like back in 2018, I made a 3D model of this Venturi 400 trophy, and I was on and off with like improving it and everything. But then it got to a point where when I lost my access from 3ds Max, and before that happened, I exported my Venturi 400 trophy model to FBX so that way it could be used in Blender. I just started noticing bit by bit, even with the improvements that I was making to the model, that I was eventually reaching a stagnation in what I could do to improve the model. Okay? So, in my recent knowledge of learning more about Blender, I was all like, why don't I just remake the model from scratch? It's already going to be a hell of a lot better when I do it that way, since a lot of the... Hey, Display Mind, it's nice to see you. How are you? I'm gonna guess Jacob, right? Orange heart? Yes. Jacob's the orange heart. I'm always making sure to try and keep track of the hearts. So, how's it going? Hopefully your night's been well. And I think I did see Jordan pop in for a little bit too, in the server, but then he popped back out. So, but anywho, Hopefully everything's going well. Jordan and Albie wanted to see this remodeling of the Venturi 400 trophy that I did. And I'm explaining that a little bit. And honestly, I could really just show you this one. It's better to just do it this way. It's gonna take a little bit for it to load anyways. But anywho, as I was saying, I made this model and tried making improvements to it and everything to the best of my ability, which, yes, it is a nice looking model, but this is where things start kind of falling flat with it. Proportions. The proportions of the car are messed up, and I tried my best to work around that and improve it. It wasn't really working out very well. And so pretty much lovely car, just wrong proportions. And that's pretty much where I reached the stagnation with it. Like, I wanted to do more for this car, but my nitpickiness and everything started being all like, you might want to redo this car. So, like, right here, this is wrong, this is kind of wrong, and it's a bit low poly. This area is a little bit more different detailed, though it's a bit flat. And the back of this is a little too big. And the more that I started noticing these flaws, I'm all like, I think it might just be better for me to redo the car. And so I decided to redo the car. And it's already looking 1,000 times better. So that's pretty much what's gonna happen for today. So can already see that there's a huge improvement to it. Obviously I have to make like a couple more edits here and there. I gotta get this to branch back out again. Interesting thing is trying to use the actual references of this car's model can be a little weird. How long all this took? So honestly, just this portion right here really only probably took maybe about 45 minutes to an hour total to do. The old car literally took me like months to do. I think it was like 2 months. And then, and again, like a couple weeks after that or so with the touch-ups and everything. Yeah. That's the difference of what I know now versus what I knew back then. So I was like, I am definitely going to redo the Venturi 400 trophy. And here we are. Some of the things that I do run into a little bit with this, I'm trying to use as many references as I can with the car. And something that I've noticed, like with my toy model that I'm using as a reference, is that the front is shaped differently than the real car. And so I'm all like, okay, I'm trying to get as many accurate images of the car that I can for its front. And to be quite frank, the toy model that I have compared to the actual car, it is more like how this front is. Where my toy model has it more of it at an angle. It's definitely more like this. I just gotta shape it a little bit better when I get to that point. But yeah, so that's the difference of obtaining more skill and learning better methods of 3D modeling. Because now this car can get the better treatment. And this is my most favorite car. This is also one of the reasons as to why I'm redoing it. So, Okay, yep, that right there, because where that heads is literally... Oh, it's just after that, so... I'm going to... do... I need to stretch that out. See, I can be a little particular when it comes to details. Especially when it comes to a car that I really, really like. So... yeah, just enjoy the show. And I will definitely be going through my thought process here with this. So I'm going to have that go all the way up here. That meets up like right about there. And then what this does is... that really does look like it kind of just meshes in together. Okay. Put that right there. Stretch that out right there. Then I'm gonna take this, stretch that out to there. I'm actually gonna take that, stretch that out to about like right there. This. No, GY. That's gonna have to go right there. And then that's gonna have to go like... honestly, that might be better to just merge that at the last here. Okay, so... yep, then I gotta do another subdivision right here so I can get this branched out to what it's supposed to look like. And then I am gonna need a cut right in here somewhere so I can get this to look all nice and neat. Huh. Yep, that's... keep that right there. This is one of the things that I really do like about Blender. And one of the struggles that I had back then when I was using 3ds Max, because I was trying to basically have like the same detailed view, and I was really struggling with that in 3ds Max. Whereas with here, I can actually switch between these, like the transparent view and the full shaded view. And I can just go back and forth and then just look and approximate where things are supposed to be at. And it just makes the process so much better now. Alright, let's do... I think I'm going to take this. That's not what I wanted, but okay. One of the things that I really like is just being able to do this. It's all super easy now. Alright, so that one I need to put like right about there. Oh shoot, that's right. I need to leave that like that because once I curl the body in, because obviously I need to have like a little curl right here. Side where the body doesn't appear super flat. And again, would I want to solidify that after I'm done, or? I don't think that's really gonna matter. I don't think that's gonna really matter, especially for this car. One of the, like, some of the things that I do want to do with this car though is I want to make it to where, like, the hood right here, the doors, and the rear hatch, they all can open. Like, my plan with this car is to make it to where it's like a cinematic / animated type car, but I can also potentially put it in a game as a mod. See, originally that was what I wanted to do with my first Venturi model, which I did. I put that into Trackmania, and then I also put it into Need for Speed World, but I just was never fully satisfied with it. Like, I love the car with all my heart. It is literally my most favorite car. But it just, when you've got setbacks and stuff, all its opening compartments become wings and the car flies. But so, like, I want to be able to have the car's engine showed off, and then the components that are all interconnected in here. I want to make it to where this little hatch right here where the door is at, the little door opening, where this can actually slide back. And then I want it to where this can open up too and you get to see the compartment. Which, this isn't really all too difficult to do. It's basically just like a couple tubes and stuff and, you know. So next thing, I do need to make sure to pay attention to this. This is an important detail. Which I should be able to just... No, I'll keep that like that. I could really, actually, I could just do like a little subdivision right here. And I do need a subdivision here, which that's gonna pretty much go all through here. That's not what I wanted. Edge, subdivide, no. I don't know what I grabbed there. This is shaping up very nicely. Down a little bit right there. Alright, there we go. Alright, we'll save that real quick. And then... Okay, yeah, so that curls like that, and I want this to do just like that. Wait a minute, actually I can take a look at my toy model here. Which, by the way, you can't buy this toy model anymore from the website. I managed to buy this a long time ago when I had the disposable income to actually be able to buy a model. I paid like $150 something for it. Okay, so that doesn't curl. That's just the way on how the... That's just the way on how the picture is. Okay. One of the interesting things about this car is just the way on how it's shaped. Certain details are just kind of interesting, I could say in the least. Yeah, because that's about right there. Okay. Let me try and get this all done up. See if I can get this to where it needs to be. Honestly, it looks like this is a little too... Should be like right there. Move that like right about here. Still looks like it's a bit high, a bit low. But that might change. I think that does have a little bit of a lip going in, doesn't it? Let me double check here. Where's the image that I'm trying to take from? It's got this. It's almost like it kind of rounds down a little bit. So that'll be something that I need to keep in mind here. Oh yeah, that little angle right there. This is what I'm trying to... Where to go? This right here. This is a pain. Like, 100%. This spot right here is a pain for me right now. Alright. By the looks of it, it meets right at that corner. So I'm willing to guess. See, I need a closer view of how the door is. Okay, yeah. I see it. The way and how the door goes. So definitely... wonder if there's another reference that I can work with here. Interior is going to be the most fun part of this. But I don't think I'm going to have as much of a difficulty anymore. Okay, that's really the only image reference they got, huh? It does kind of look like it just goes up and just before it. So yeah, I definitely don't stretch that far. It's more like, no, other one. It's more like this. That's definitely something I'm gonna have to take into consideration with this car. It does not connect right here. If I see it right there, that goes more like this. It goes more like that, like that. And then that is kind of interesting. That's where the toy model is kind of awkward, because it kind of just lies it all together. So I need to if I could get a closer reference, it would really help me. That one, that one's not really helping me. Needs to be closer than that. Where are you at? My perfect reference. Where are you at? Sure, but that's way too tiny. Again, too tiny. Let's open this. Okay, where's the pictures? I know they got more. I don't want to waste too much time trying to find a specific picture reference. Oh, okay. There we go. Open this link. Oh, wow. Okay. That's a perfect reference right there of how it goes. That is interesting. That is very interesting. I see it now. Okay. That is super interesting. So basically, I could probably rip this vertice right here, but there's no real need to. And I can just take these, take the faces, take this, it literally follows this right here. That is super interesting. Probably want to make that a little bit closer like that. And then I can actually get rid of this face. That is so interesting. I learned something new. That is super interesting how that car works. And then I will take this edge, subdivide. And then it's like this goes straight down all the way through. I don't know how far, but which means I can actually rotate this. Edge crease. Like I said, I just don't really know how far that goes. And actually, I need to... That right there is the seal. Yellow car jump scare. Alright, let's do... Nope, that's gonna be thinner. Like right about there. I just gotta figure out where that goes. I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet it go. I think I know where that goes. There's a photo of it. There is a photo of it. I gotta find it. It's this. It's all this, but yep. That's what it is. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. I'm starting to actually like see how this car is actually modeled now. I will save that for later. That is insane. Okay, so whoops. That's not the right one. That basically curls in. So it means this will basically curl like that. And this will go and wrap around underneath. Super cool. And then that means I can actually do a Control J here, and then vertex slide. Nope, I don't want to do that one. I don't want to do that one. Okay, there we go. I'm actually really excited now to see how this is going to all turn out. All because of that. That is so nice. Okay. There's that. I almost feel like that this needs to go down like that. Not how I did it. Mainly just for topology reasons. Solve edges. And I can actually move this back a little bit. All right. I just gotta get this all aligned here. So let's continue this part of the car. Through that to about there. Well, that is interesting. Okay, we need to move that in like right about here. I'm willing to guess this is supposed to be like right here. As it shows here. That doesn't look quite right, though. I mean, yeah, that would be out a little bit more. So that would probably meet up right about here, by the looks of it. Say it'd probably meet up like right about at this part. It's actually supposed to be where that's supposed to be at. That's originally how I intended it. This one's a little funky. That shows like that. That would be like that. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, I don't think... I think I'm looking a little too deep into that detail. Okay, yep, so the top part here, that's supposed to flatten, that's all supposed to flatten down. That's the part that I'm missing. It also goes inwards a little bit too. Okay. So it's supposed to go... Okay. I have a better idea of how this has to be done. And by the looks of it... Okay, yeah. That all has to be flattened down. Or like that. And then... Okay, so then this... This is where stuff gets really interesting with this car. Yeah, that's that little area that I need to create. So that definitely does spread out more. Just like how that is. So that's definitely going to be where this meets, right here. I need to lift this up a little bit more. That's right about there. Oh yeah, then that's gonna go all the way through. You want that cut to go all the way through here. Okay. All right. I think I might have a better idea to this. Instead of trying to, yeah, put that right there. Need to line this up exactly where that's at. And what I can do, hey Kagatsu, it's nice to see you. So I'm modeling a Venturi 400 trophy. I know you're gonna be like, I don't know what the car is. Yeah. I don't know what that car is. Yep, I'm expecting it. You know, it's true. 100%. You're gonna be like, I don't know what that car is. Okay. Actually, nah. See, that's all thin right there. Yes. France. Yes. It's a French car. Can then put this back up to where it was. My computer cannot be acting up right now. I think you missed this out. Just saying. Girl, this car isn't even done yet. Alright, let's see here. I said just saying! No. Nope. Size Y0. Move that right there. I think it would be a good idea if I actually took this and extruded it inwards. Otherwise, I am going to be struggling on how to get this to look. And yeah, that picture does not help me. Kagatsu, don't you have homework to do? GY. Nope. GX. I'm not a lazy bum! I finished it. Well, congratulations on finishing your homework. Have you talked to Natty lately? Are you being a bum with that friendship? Yes and no. I see her every day. I think you're lying to me. I said I think you're lying to me. When have I lied? Always. Nah, you're schizo. Your face is schizo. Pardon me? You're not pardoned. Okay. I feel like that detail goes in a little bit more though. But then again, it looks like it's right where it needs to be. Okay, let me see here. Where is it at? Need to find my reference. Right here. Imagine not having that card completed. Oh, our version of it's already completed. I'm just redoing it from scratch. Okay, so that's actually like right up against it. Technically, it is not. You want to bet? See? Might not have all four wheels, but it's still technically... I'm just redoing it. Nope, that's not the one that I want. Let me go back to the other one. See, it's like it goes and then it curls up and then inwards. That part annoys me. Though I know what it's doing. G Y no G X. It's basically doing this. So I will move. I feel like that needs to like go in a little bit more. I feel like it's supposed to align. Nope, GX. I feel like I did something like this. That looks more like it. 2, 3. Bring these in a little bit closer. I think it's about like that. See, it's too bad my Venturi, you're taking the F. It's too bad that my Venturi 400 trophy model doesn't have details that, like, move apart and stuff. Oh well. So... I could really visualize this better once I get more details on the car. Okay. This is the fun part, because I can't see shit behind this spoiler. But thankfully, I've got my toy model, so that way I can use it as reference. Yeah, put that like right about there. Move that up just a little bit. I feel like there should be like... You missed a spot there. Your face is a missed spot.
Desire. Love.
Excuse me. You heard what I said.
Rush.
Whoa there. Whoa. 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 I totally wasn't gonna say, excuse me. Yes, you were. Don't lie. You were gonna say, excuse me. I ain't lying! Well, maybe you're trying. You're trying to be a lion. Gremlin voice, yes. Flat! It's flat. Flat. Okay, I think I could just edit this. Nope. I'll figure that part out later. I don't want to do that right now. Okay. These need to go right here. These ones look funky.
If this soul lapses into a single spark, promise you'll remember how we rewrote the dark. If the sky resets back to black and blue, I'll still see the universe every time I look at
Cosmic run away. What the flippity is neurodivergent? Those are people that do not have, so neurotypical are people that don't have a mental disorder or illness that affects them on a daily basis. People that are neurodivergent do. So like autism, ADHD, dissociative identity disorder, schizophrenia, bipolar, Erland syndrome is one of them too, and Down syndrome. Basically, there's a whole spectrum of it. I call this a neurodivergent-friendly space, since I am a person that is diagnosed with autism, and I know I have ADHD, just undiagnosed, but I do have all the symptoms of ADHD. And so my space is a safe space for those that are neurodivergent. They are allowed to be able to express their opinions as long as they don't hurt anybody. And oftentimes neurodivergent people are mistaken for being mean, rude, or sassy, when in most cases they are often just misunderstood. Period. Ate and left no crumbs. That's right. Okay, so this one, I'm going to take this and extend it this way. And extend it again. And that basically it goes to about like right here. So why don't I just take that and extend it all the way over here? That's basically where it's going to end up anyways. And so one of the things I would like to mention too when it comes to neurodivergence, I am like a really big advocate right now on dissociative identity disorder. And I'm not going to go into like a bunch of details right now, but I've definitely learned a lot. Because there's some creators that I've come across that I have a friend who has DID, and recently came across a few more people that also have DID. And I will say it's a very nice journey, and it's one of those journeys where I have to slow down and intake as much of information that I can when it comes to the individual with DID. It's not like with autism where, you know, I have a broad understanding of autism and ADHD already. Whereas with DID, it's like even more unique to each individual. And a lot of them face the stigma where it's a fake disorder and yada yada yada. It's not. And sometimes I just wish unintelligent people would learn to use resources and tools that are available nowadays and stop saying stupid shit like that. So this, I'm gonna pop that out. Size Y0. That's basically gonna be like, it's literally right at the end here. It's so interesting how Venturi made this car. Okay, so... oh yeah, I gotta remember that it does curl at the end here. It's just no biggie. I think my biggest thing is to... you know what? I'll move that back like a tad right here. That is supposed to be more like this. I'll get it all figured out and dialed in more once I can get all of this work done. Edge, subdivide, we'll pull this edge. Move that closer to over here. And that way I can make this face. So that, see now, I have to pull this back. It's a really interesting shape. A lot of the stuff I didn't pay attention to back then when I was modeling the car. I was just like, oh, Model Venturi, yes, because I love this car. Yeah, but still gotta pay attention to the details. I'm definitely going to have to do something about that. I started learning how to do 3D modeling when I was 14 years old. The first program that I used was Blender 2.8 or 2.3 or something like that. I had no idea what I was doing. All I did was just model a simple ass car, and that was it. And then I took a break for I think like a good few, no, actually no, it was only maybe like a couple months, and then I went into doing character models with Miku Miku Dance. And then what else did I do? It was on and off after that with like car models. And then now I just apply all of the knowledge that I have now into making cars and characters. Alright, so, yep, that's gonna have to be subdivided so I can bring that down. And then I will subdivide that. There we go. Okay, so that needs to be moved up a little bit. So that I think. Oh, I forgot that that's got to go out too. Okay. Yeah, these teeny little details right here, I am trying my best to pay attention to. Because this car actually does have a slight curvature, especially right here. I can probably move that out just a little bit more. Alright, gang, I'm gonna head out now. Bye! Alright, see you later, Kagatsu. It's nice seeing you again. I love how I had oatmeal earlier, and I'm hungry again. Excuse me. I'm gonna guess. Yeah, that one needs to go down more. And then which it will shift all this down. Okay, so it's got a sharper angle than that. My guess is that I should probably do like some sort of crease right here. Yeah, let me... see an issue right here. So with the topology. Yep, that's what it was. Gotta bring that out. And Alright. Yeah, because there's basically a triangle right there, just making all that topology into a triangle. Resolve edges. Okay. Keep that right there. Resolve edges. That's why I put that there. My guess is... I think I have an idea of how this is supposed to go, actually. This is still going to cause a bit of an issue, unless if I do a different type of topology on it. I can already tell the way on how it shades right here looks funky. Oh, I see why it's weird. What if I did this? Nope. That really shades itself interestingly. That is so weird. Yeah, that's not supposed to go down like that. Here we go. Looks pretty good. I'll need to figure out how to work this later. Oh yeah, this is some stuff that people create on Suno. Oh yeah, it will do that.
Digging some rocks. Take off your socks and give us some brown.
Well, that is pretty accurate.
Born to mine these rocks. We go digging some rocks. Gotta get those rocks so the God ain't there. He said digging me rocks. Wish I go for the God to mow. We digging some rocks. Let's touch the ground, rock all around. Give me rocks.
Okay. Move that over to here. Vertex slide. I'll get rid of these ones. do this. Okay. I should probably get rid of that. Get rid of the faces, because I need to actually... let's see, up until about here, is where I need to take all that. This is where the fun part's gonna be at with how this is all disproportionate a little bit. Alright, gonna head out to bed. Good night, man. Alright, have a good night. Have a good night, Jacob. It was nice seeing ya. Probably gonna actually head off here pretty soon myself. I want to get a couple more details in. Okay, yeah, so that... I wonder, can I crease that? I don't think it's really gonna matter anyways. I could technically put a block right here. Hello, Griever. It's nice to see ya. Hopefully everything's been going well with ya. So that's right about there. Yep, that's right about there. Okay, cool. I am pretty chill right now, actually. I want to get this model done up here. You know what? I need to actually put this like right in the back here. Or even somewhere in the middle. There we go. I can actually see stuff now. Jesus. Okay. I need to take that and move that down to like here. And I need to... Oh, nope, it's not gonna work. I need to subdivide that. And then... Oh my goodness. I'm just like really excited already to see how this car is gonna look when finished, because it's gonna be so much better than my previous model. I may have to edit these details later. I'll do that later. I'll just do that later. Okay, so now I've got some details here that I gotta poke out. That one's what? That one's the edge right here, so that one's gonna have to go like right here. Ridge Racer who? We have Cosmic Racer. Yeah, something like that. See, this is where my toy model actually falls apart as a reference.
Little dust dance in a quiet room, a breathing, almost understand. Mountains drawn on the distant line, silver edge where the daylight leaves, river
Put that right there.
carrying pieces of broken dreams. Oh, I am in love with this life. Every scar, every shade, every season of light. From the first green bud to the last thin fire.
Huh.
But my heart sings higher, yeah.
Let's do sometimes Gran Turismo 2.
Soft as a tear, wild.
Did you know that this car is in Gran Turismo 2?
If this is all I ever get tonight, I'm in love with this life. Blue, so blue, that midday sky. Birds cut shapes I can't define. Children's laughter in a nearby yacht. Me fly heavy in my chest.
Yeah. So yep, this car is actually from Gran Turismo 2.
On my oaken arms, bare feet on the burning road. Every sunset like a gentle lie, saying we'll ever grow I am in love with this life. Every scar, every shade, every season of light. From the first green bud last thin fire. I ache, but my heart sings higher. Yeah, I am in love with this life. Soft as the tear, wild as the wind on the pines. If this is all I ever get tonight,
I
I'm in love.
think this is where I might have to not reference the top part. I'm gonna have to pull this out more. I don't want to do it like that. This is gonna be interesting. I'd like to shape this a little bit better. Okay. I think I need to insert a subdivision here in order for that to work how I want it to. 'Cause if I don't, it's not gonna work. Yep, edge, subdivide. And then what I need to do is pull this up a little bit more.
Riding on a vapor cloud descending from the night, wrapped in a misty robe of neon jelly sight, a rainbow halo shining on a metallic face, feet like burning pillars setting time and space. He holds a tiny scroll unsealed within his hand, left foot on the water, right foot on the land. Quiet, the final away, the time is begun.
And then all right. Well, yeah, that would make sense with how that's made. I think this picture is awkward, that's why. Because it's not a true, like, side view of the car.
Waking up the planets from their artificial sleep. He lifted
Because that would have to be there.
the digital sky, swearing by the living one that never died. Time is just a glitch, a memory of the past. The mystery is finished, the signal is the last. Standing there, look at the angel, standing there. Take the scroll, eat it up. Sweet on the lips, bitter inside. Listen to the thunder shout.
Oh my god.
The seven thunders echo out. No more delay, the end is near. Wipe away the crystal.
Alright. No. Yeah, I think the 8-ball might be broken on the YouTube side. I have to take a look into that again. Oh, that's why. Let's see here.
I see a door wide open in the skyline, the trumpet voice breaking through the space-time. Come up here, witness what comes after. Spirit takes me, drowning out the laughter. No more neon streets, I'm ascending high. Baby
I'm gonna put that down to about here. And then oh, that's right. It doesn't go perfectly all the way down. That's right. See, and then it curls down. Need one more subdivide.
Lights flicker on the avenue. Engines hum beneath the fading moon. Shadows stretch, but the night feels bright. Something's waiting just beyond the light. Windows gleam as we roll past. Headlights streaking along the glass. Every corner pulls us in. Every second sparks the spin. Feel it rising high now. Every pulse ignites the vow. We're closer than we've ever been. Run wild all night. Hearts fast, hold tight. No sleep, no doubt. Right now, let it out. Tides rolling, cutting through the dark. Every turn another spark. Eyes meet and time slows down.
I feel like this needs to actually be a bevel.
All around. Fast lanes stretch ahead. Every doubt is left behind. Through the rush, we accelerate. The night itself won't hesitate. Run around all night. Hearts fast, hold tight. No sleep, no doubt. Right now, let it out.
That's what it's gotta do.
Hold on tight, the rush won't fade. Every heartbeat lights the way. If the night keeps spinning on, we might never move along. Feel it rising higher now. Every pulse ignites the vow. Closer than we've ever been.
Alright, there we go. Oh, that's right. This one's gotta go at the top right here. Oh yeah, that's where I gotta subdivide it and everything.
果有天我忘了赶路，也许正好走到你面前，让我迟到一次把清晨，让你拥头替我原谅，我慢慢走进斑马线中央，停脚步不再慌张，也许爱情只是两个陌生人高悬了同样的方向，列车呼气，这一次我没有在跑。
Okay, that one actually supposed to flatten out. Okay. Really need to tinker with this front a little bit more. So now, I gotta get that curvature right here. So this curves up. So this is basically that middle right here, and then this will curl up. Okay. Basically, it's supposed to curl all in like this. This is supposed to have a bit of a lip. Yeah. What I'm gonna do here, whoops. Looks like there's supposed to be like a bit of a crease right there. May want to join that together. I know it's actually a lot better than my old model by a lot. It's significantly better. Right here is where I need to fix up. It's actually whoops. That actually does not go up like that. Edge crease, that like that. Yeah, 'cause that's gotta actually go up. I might end up taking a break on this real soon. To be honest, I am actually getting a bit tired. Okay, I think I am going to stop it here for tonight and continue more on this hopefully tomorrow. And see where it's split. What is the split line here? Ah, okay. That one. It's gonna have to go to that one. Okay, yeah. And then I need to take that and put it like right here in the middle. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. So, by the looks of it, move these more to here.
Sticks so many colors, it sounds like paper hats. I threw away the corn dog, a stack of welcome mats. Venture into darkness, coyote on the hill. The heater sang a love song.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop it right here for tonight because now I am getting into nitty-gritty spots that I'm just having a hard time thinking on right now. So for my thing, I'm just going to stop it here. So this is basically where it's at so far. And honestly, it's already looking way better than my original model. Nice to see you, Arcor. But yeah, oh my god, it's starting to hit me now. Yep, I gotta definitely do something about that. Okay, let me... Yeah, I'll fix that later. Now to... not that one. Alright, here we go, guys. Been here for... Yeah, I figured you were. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna stop the modeling here for now. But yeah, I got all these references that I can work with still. And this is actually really super nice. I can use this for the wheel when I go to model it. I love that. I love that they've got this detail. And like I said, I will be actually trying to completely detail this car. As in, you know, this hood will be able to go up and down. The doors will be able to open. You'll be able to see the interior, and the rear hatch will be able to go up too. All these details here will be in here as well. Like I'm full on doing a complete 3D model of this car. Which also means I'll be able to include these scoops here. Yay! This is going to be a nice project. Alright. I am actually going to get off. My neck is starting to hurt. So I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. So have a good night.